Hello everyone and welcome to another tournament video here on SkaredCast, where I am going to take the Coven, Coteries of Heamonculus, Army of Renown, to another team event. Let's see how the list does. Let's see how we do at the event with the team as I practice for the World Team Championships. Let's begin.
The Dark King.
Okay, so this is a video from the new studio. It's still sort of like a work in progress. I have to set up some of the stuff on the walls. I have to put up some more things. I've got like all the stuff set up for the paint studio and the streaming stuff. I got the table, got the army set up to go over it. I'm really excited to show you this list. So as you know, before I go to a tournament, I like to set up a list and sort of visualize it. Now, to the stuff, things are not painted. That is my project for the next little while to get that stuff all done. Now, this list is made with the Nephilim mission pack in mind. So I took a couple of changes. As you can see, the biggest one being there's not 110 racks anymore. There are smaller, but still numerous units of racks, and the biggest difference is a flotilla of dedicated transports to support the list. The list itself in construction is quite simple. It is a single battalion detachment led by a warlord Heamonculus. His warlord trait is nothing, and his relic just spending 1 command point for the Vexator mask to make him amazing in combat. The second HQ is Drazar, the Master of Blades, because he kills things and he kills things dead. Cannot be the warlord, can't give him a warlord trait, sadly. However, he's there to just, provide some close combat support for the army. In the troop slots, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squads of racks. 4 of them at 10 strong with a whip and an ossifactor, 1 at 5 strong. And then a unit of Hemoxites, the elite racks, with an electrocorrosive whip and an ossifactor as well. The aim of the troops is essentially to take advantage of being able to hold objectives, use some of the cool stratagems available to the army, and essentially they're the workhorses of the army itself. In the elite slot, we have a unit of 6 mandrakes. They go around and their job is to do actions, teleport, pre-game, move, deploy, and essentially they're a tactical option for my list. Moving on to the meat and potatoes of the damage dealing in the army, 2 units of 5 grotesques. They're tough, they kill things, they're mainly tough. The sweet sauce are the 2 units of 5 incubi. Now, the 2 units of 5 incubi deal most of the damage in the list, and when combined with Drazar, they are a potent force. It is a very small unit that does a lot of damage. And of course, the flotilla of transport, 6 raiders with dark lances. I have 2 of them that I still in the process of painting. They are going to look like my new paint scheme that's right over here, which I'm very, very pleased with. This is the old scheme. This is the new scheme. What do you think? Do you like the old scheme or the new scheme better? And there you have it, 2,000 points on the nose of Coteries of the Heamonculus. We're going to go down to London, Ontario, Canada, which is the game chamber where we're going to be playing 3 team games. I'm a member of the Stutter Scrub team for this event, and we're going to have some fun. Now, I know that this list doesn't do well into something like Knights, for example. I know it doesn't really do well into something like Thousand Suns very well, or anything that has lots of bolters. At least it didn't. The Dark Lances do help. The close combat potential does help as well. So I'm very curious to see how the list does. But the aim of this video will be to take it, show you what it did, explain what my games were, how the team did, and then at the end of the video, I'm going to break it down, and if I want to make any changes to the list, we're going to do them right here so you can see how this list evolves after I've taken it to an event. Okay, we're here at the game chamber in Barrie. Guess who's with? Barrie, London, Ontario. John the Cron is actually playing today. Yeah, the Cron. So cool. I'm excited. We're gonna have a lot of fun, and it's gonna be great. This is the venue. Yeah, look, there's Adam. He's our captain, Captain Adam. Yeah. Anyway, enjoy. Let's run into it. Stutter Scrub, London Game Chamber Team Tournament. Let's go. And here we are with the crew. That's Diogo.
Filming in the bathroom to come out here?
Correct. You know him. He's the sexiest man alive. Adam. This whole team, we do a little powwow before the start of the event. We're going to go over matchups and do all that stuff. Wish us luck in our first round against Team
X level up.
X level up. Excellent. Okay, round one. We've got Dustin, Genesteel Cult versus Eldar. We have Adam, Chaos Knights versus Space Wolves. I'm playing against the Custodes over here. We got John the Cron playing against the Orcs. And then we have Diogo playing against the Space Marines. So it's going to be a good round. We'll be back after this. Look at that. It's big. I picked the table with no terrain on it because I wanted to be able to shoot all of the Custodes. Okay, so end of round number one for the Drukhari. I was able to go. I went second, which was really good for this match. And I was able to get a 14-6. I had one early push, which didn't go too well, but I was able to sort of regroup and then push around this flank over here with the Grotesques and the Racks being able to kill the bikes faster. It was nice. I was kind of nervous after turn one. And then a clutch roll. He tried to hold me in combat with a kata against the unit that he had, Auric Imperialis. I won the roll, allowing them to fall back, just embark into a raider, and then the raider went back into strategic reserve with swift outflanking, and then came out all the way on the other side over here and dislodged the Grotesque to go and take his home objective in the last turn. And that was a huge swing. That was literally like a 20-point swing with those Grotesques staying alive there. All right, so with that, round number one is done. We'll be back after round number two. Round number two, we're playing secure missing artifacts or whatever, which is the movable objectives. So there's little triangle objectives here. This object, that one, and that one kind of got spread out a little bit. This is the shrine and his priority target. So, and we just pre-game moved a bunch of sacrosancts up here. We're gonna get some party started. Lots and lots of cool sisters over here against the fleet of raiders. Okay, let's see. Let's see how this goes. Wish me luck. Okay, so I know I forgot to recap last turn. The end of last round. That was a win for me, but the team did draw. Now we're in the middle of the round. I just finished my game. I played against Grey Knights, lots of Paladins and stuff, and the Grotesques and Drazar and a bunch of Dark Lances actually did some work this game. So it was a 19-1 in favor of the Drukhari. Very close. We'll see how we end up because they got some good points. We've gotten some decent points. So it's all about trying to get those points, and then we'll see where we place at the tournament. Other than that, so when I go back, we'll be at the studio, and I'll give you my rundown, and then we'll break down what I'm going to change in the list to make it better. Well, we're back at the studio after the event. We did end up taking first place. That's right. We did win the little event. It was 8 teams, so we took that. It was 3 rounds. Next weekend we have a GT, which is 5 rounds, so we're really mainly testing most of our lists and things like that. So I cannot wait to let you know how it went. I did personally win all 3 of my games against Sisters of Battle, Custodes, and Terminator Paladin Heavy Grey Knights, which is very, very fun. But I did learn a few things about my list. I'm going to show you the changes that I'm going to make and how the list did. And here we have the list itself. So the list did great. So winners, Drazar, he's pretty scary. The Heamonculus was okay, although Drazar, I need to learn how to use him better. He ends up dying a lot. The Grotesques are incredible. I cannot recommend them enough, as well as the Incubi and the Mandrakes. They're like this core here is like my key part. The Hemoxites, which are the toughest racks in all of the land, they have a better invul save. They ignore the first failed save every phase, essentially taking it to damage 0. And by turn 4, they become a 4-up invulnerable save, being Hemoxites, so that makes them very crazy good. Mandrake's great for scoring, retrieve Nephilim data, and all the action-based secondaries and stuff. Incubi just kill things. Grotesques are durable, and they kill things as well, and that's the core. Then we had the Raiders, as you can see, Archon Sepsis. Dustin from the Stutter Scrub podcast let me borrow 2 of his Raiders. But that was really fun. So lots of troops were great. They did die a lot faster than I would have expected, but that's because armies nowadays are very, very killy. So this is the change that we're going to do. It is a massively simple change. I'm going to be dropping 5 racks from each of these 2 units. Boom. Giving me 90 points to spend. And with that 90 points, I'm going to be adding another unit of 5 Incubi. That's right. So I will be having 3 units of 5 incubi, 3 units of 5 racks, and 3 units of 10 racks, and the 6 raiders. And there you have it. It's a very simple change, but it allows me to put 5 incubi, 5 racks in a raider, 5 incubi, 5 racks in a raider, and just do that a couple of times. So I have 3 raiders with incubi racks. I have 3 raiders with just racks or mandrakes or whatever it is, or grotesques or whatever I want to put in there, where I can split them up into putting like 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, and then have like the 10, 10, 10 all on foot. Gives me some options, but essentially I get another trade piece. I get another unit that can do a lot of damage, and of course, these are my new incubi, which I've been painting up. But there you have it. Look at that. There you go. 2,000 points of revamped Coven, Raider Spam, Coteries of the Heamonculi list. Really fun. So let me know down below what you thought. Thank you for watching. A huge shout out to the channel Patreons. Support me on Patreon by checking the link down below and help me create more content, go to more events, and do more awesome stuff for you, the community. Anything is appreciated, and I love you all. Other than that, I've been Skari, your grateful host, signing off until next time. Skari out. The Dark Kin. Bye, everybody.